sun is shining and the birds are chirping on this beautiful day. Rise up, sleepyhead, and claim your prize. I promise it will all be okay.
Dawn heard this playing on her television as she sluggishly turned over to see what time it was. The clock read 5:47 a.m., and she didn't have to be up for work until 6:30 a.m. Dawn slammed her face back into her pillow, attempting to go back to sleep.
The sun is shining and the birds are chirping on this beautiful day. Rise up, sleepyhead, and claim your prize. I promise it will all be okay.
Dawn continued to hear this repeatedly while she tried to rest.
Are you seriously going to keep playing the same commercial over and over again?
Dawn reached for the TV remote. She hit the power button and threw the remote across the room.
Finally, some peace and quiet.
The sun is shining and the birds are chirping on this beautiful day. Rise up, sleepyhead, and claim your prize. I promise it will all be okay.
What in the world is going on? Wait! How did the TV cut back on?
Dawn jumped out of her bed with rage. She was totally confused about what was going on. She walked over to the other side of the room and picked up the remote. She hit the power button and shut off the TV again. Dawn walked into her bathroom, still half asleep, rubbing her eyes, when she tripped over some debris on the floor.
Ouch! What a difference a day makes. Oof.
Dawn was preparing to take a shower when suddenly she heard,
The sun is shining and the birds are chirping on this beautiful day. Rise up, sleepyhead, and claim your prize. I promise it will all be okay.
What the?
Dawn rushed out of the bathroom, furious, and sprinted into her room. But when she entered, she did not see her comfy bed with her pink pillows. What Dawn saw was beautiful green grass for miles and miles, and she knew immediately she was in Nivia.
How in the world did I get here?
Dawn walked all around, looking and listening for that virtuous voice she now referred to as the angel. She was hoping that if she bent a corner quick enough, she could catch him off guard and get a quick glimpse at him. Dawn walked so far that she thought she had seen every inch of the garden, but as soon as she turned the next corner, she saw that it continued on indefinitely. Dawn thought she saw a multitude of people far off in the distance, but when she looked again, all she could see was bright stars shining in their place. Dawn continued walking when she came to a horse. But when she looked again, it looked like a lamb. She walked away and looked back, and now it looked like a jaguar. Dawn was confused, so she decided to follow the creature for a little while. She tried to catch up to it, but the closer she got, the faster it ran away. Dawn got tired of chasing, so she decided to rest beside a multicolored tree. The tree bark was a deep, dark, reddish color, with bright orange, brown, and yellow leaves. It was covered in bronze branches with specks of green throughout.
It's called an autumn tree.
The voice startled Dawn. It was not the voice she expected to hear.
Who is that?
My name is Bekar,
He said, as a huge bird flew over Dawn's head. She ducked in fear because he was so close and he moved so fast. She could barely see what he looked like.
Up, Mother Dawn. Why are you afraid?
Bekar continued to talk to Dawn while flying back and forth.
You do realize that you are in Nivia, right? No harm could ever come to you here. This is a safe place. This is the only safe place.
I'm sorry. I just never know what to expect here.
What do you mean?
Well, I never thought I would have been talking to a bird, and such a large bird at that.
Well, in Nivia there are no limitations. What you see is strange, We see as thought. What we think, it is so.
Bakar,
Yes.
could you please stop flying over my head and come talk to me? You are making me dizzy. Sorry.
Dawn started seeing the garden spinning around as she felt faint. The car swiftly flew down and caught her, right before she fell.
Hello again. My name is Bikar.
Dawn stared at his light purple feathers and large white beak. His piercing golden eyes fascinated her. Dawn looked Bikar up and down and noticed that he was standing on 2 feet, and she was amazed.
I told you, Mother Dawn. If you think it, it is so.
Before Dawn could reply to Bikar, she heard the sound she was waiting to hear since she arrived.
Mother Dawn.
Yes, I'm here. I'm not sure why I'm here, but I'm here anyway.
Dawn turned to say goodbye to Bikar, but he flew away with no warning.
Bakar!
Dawn tried to get his attention, but Bikar was long gone.
Dawn, you are here because the next phase of your journey is about to begin, and you should be prepared.
Well, I'm confused. You gave me a gift, which I love, by the way, and I've used it to protect those in need, like you said. Now you're telling me there's another phase to this?
Dawn, your job is to protect, yes, but also impart. The job that you will soon have to do in your world will need an army of like-minded people, and it is your job to groom your leaders.
You want me to go into the world and ask people to let me groom them to fight evil in the land, and that they will receive power from an angel whom I'm not sure is a woman or a man or even human because I can't see you.
No, I want you to trust me.
I don't think I have much choice in the matter because I have no control. How I know this is because I was just in my bathroom and now I'm here in Nivia. And don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining, but it's hard to trust when you have no choice.
Dawn, you have always had a choice. The problem is you choose before you realize it. You've always had a gift of love and a desire to help others. The ability you have now is a shield to protect you while you're doing what you have already chosen to do.
So, what is this next phase that I'm headed toward? It would seem that I'm already prepared for whatever comes my way.
This next phase, nothing can prepare you for.
What? Well, that doesn't sound promising. You have me curious. What am I heading for?
Just know that you can't do this alone, and those who are sent to help you will come enabled, but it's your job to help groom them.
Wait. Who am I grooming, and how will I know who to groom?
Look for the light within you to connect with the light within them.
The angel suddenly vanished.
Wait, what light? Will the light be in plain sight? Will I see it as soon as we meet? Hey, are you listening? Come back! I'm not clear on some things. Come back!
Dawn continued asking questions, but got no response. She ran all around the garden in search of the angel, but gained nothing but exhaustion. Finally, she stopped and dropped down in the soft green grass, feeling lost and confused. Dawn closed her eyes and was stunned by the sound.
The sun is shining and the birds are chirping on this beautiful day. Rise up, sleepyhead, and claim your prize. I promise it will all be okay.
Dawn opened her eyes and saw she was standing right back of her bathroom. At first she was frustrated, but then Dawn realized it was just easier to go with the flow of things.
Look, it's no sense in me being afraid anymore. Nivia is my home.
Dawn noticed a leaf in her hair as she looked in the mirror. The leaf was from the autumn tree. Dawn smiled and placed the leaf inside of her medicine cabinet.
The sun is shining and the birds are chirping on this beautiful day. Rise up, sleepyhead, and claim your prize. I promise it will all be okay.
Are you serious?
The sun is shining and the birds are chirping on this beautiful day. Rise up, sleepyhead, and claim your prize. I promise it will all be okay.
Okay, I give up. Yes, the sun is shining and the birds are chirping because it's morning. Duh. Rise up, sleepyhead, and claim your prize. You want a prize, sleepyhead? You better get going before someone else does. Oh yeah, I promise it will all be okay.
The telephone rang, jarring Dawn out of her silly rant. Dawn quickly ran to answer it.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to a Mrs. Ashland?
This is Miss Ashland. May I ask who I'm speaking with?
This is Mary from the maternity ward at Johns Hopkins Hospital. I'm just calling to let you know our babies are ready to be picked up whenever.
Wait, what? Miss Mary, I think you have the wrong Miss Ashland.
I have here Miss Dawn L. Ashland of Baltimore, Maryland. Is that you, ma'am?
Yeah, that's my name, but... Wait, there is no way that...
Dawn was in a complete daze. She couldn't wrap her head around what was going on. She felt a lump in her throat and a knot in her stomach. She felt like she was about to vomit. The woman on the phone continued calling Dawn's name, trying to calm her down, but Dawn felt her legs buckling from under her. Then Mary said something that caught Dawn's attention.
Miss Ashland, please try to calm down. I never meant to upset you. They have you listed on the forms as the guardian, so of course I called you. But you're in no way mandated to come get the babies. I could call Child Protective Services and explain the situation, but I'd try hard not to have to do that. These babies are so precious. If you could just come and see the light in their eyes.
Wait, what do you mean light in their eyes?
I mean, they have a glimmer of light I've never saw before. I've been working on the maternity ward for many years, and I have seen many babies. There is something special about these children.
Dawn paused for a minute and thought back to her conversation with the angel, and she wondered if this had anything to do with her next phase.
Is that it? Is that what you're trying to warn me about?
Excuse me?
Before Dawn could respond, she heard a sound.
The sun is shining and the birds are chirping on this beautiful day. Rise up, sleepyhead, and claim your prize. I promise it will all be okay.
Oh, Mary, I'll be there in a few hours to come pick him up. Thank you.
Dawn hung up the phone and laid across her bed in disbelief. She could not wrap her head around what was happening to her. Just this time last week, she had a pretty humdrum life. And now she is Mother Dawn, protector of the earth. Now, in a few hours, she would be Mother Dawn, an actual mother. Dawn closed her eyes and took a quick nap, trying to regroup, when she heard a voice.
Dawn, I am still here. I need you to repeat after me. Prepare. Impart. Develop. And groom. Prepare. Impart. Develop. And groom. Prepare. Impart. Develop. And groom.
Dawn repeated those words until she fell asleep. About 30 minutes later, Dawn leaped out of bed in a panic, thinking that she had overslept.
Oh no, they're gonna think I didn't even want the babies. Wait a minute. They said babies. Like More than one? How did I forget that?
Dawn frantically grabbed her things and ran out of the door to her car. She pulled off so quickly she didn't notice her friend Bonnie riding in the opposite direction. Bonnie began beeping her horn and waving her hand at Dawn, trying to get her attention. She made a U-turn and started following Dawn, trying to get her to pull over, but Dawn ignored these gestures. Bonnie refused to let up, so Dawn rolled down her window and waved for Bonnie to come up on the side of her.
Don, I was on my way to your house. What's going on with you? You haven't called me or returned my calls. Is something wrong?
No, I had some things going on and I can't speak about right now.
Don, since when do we keep things from each other? I feel like you're hiding something and it's huge.
Well, there is a first time for everything, Bonnie. Look, I'm sorry, I truly am, and you're right. I do have some things going on that you don't know about, major things, but I can't discuss it at the moment, Bonnie. I have to go.
Go? Oh, absolutely not, ma'am. You cannot tell me something like that, then say you have to go. I'm coming with you.
No, you can't, Bonnie. I really have to go.
Oh, no, she didn't. If she thinks I'm just going to let this go, then she's crazy.
Bonnie sped off right behind Dawn, determined to get to the bottom of things.
Gosh, I love Bonnie, but she is so pushy. Well, in her defense, I probably would have done the same thing. Who am I kidding? I would have done the exact same thing. I was a little harsh. I hope she forgives me. I know one day I'll have to tell her the amazing story of Mother Dawn and the other protectors that saves the world from evil. That sounds ridiculous to me, so why would she believe me? Maybe I should ask for the next 6 weeks off. I am a new mother, I think. I should get maternity leave, right? What am I talking about? Slow down, Dawn. Just get the babies first. Sheesh.
Dawn ran into the building, waving and speaking to everyone as fast as she could. Dawn went straight to her supervisor's office only to find Mike and Anne already sitting there. Anne was a short, skinny, older, red-headed, obnoxious woman. She was the one person in the office that saw and knew everything about everyone in the office and couldn't wait to tell it all.
Whoa. I didn't know anyone would be here at this time of morning. I apologize, Mr. Grecker, but I really need to speak with you privately.
Good morning, Don. Good to see you here bright and early.
Right. I don't think I've ever seen you here this early, Dawn. Is it a holiday or something I don't know about?
Dawn stared at Anne for a few seconds and decided not to respond to her ploy to aggravate her.
Mr. Grecker, I'm sorry, but I really need to speak with you.
Well, Mr. Grecker, we can finish this meeting later today, right?
Mike gets up, preparing to leave before Mr. Grecker could even answer. It was clear he wanted to honor Dawn's request.
Let's go, Anne. Didn't you say you had something you wanted to show me anyway?
No, I did not, but I will allow Miss Dawn here the opportunity to have a moment alone.
Anne stood up and walked towards Mr. Grecker, gesturing to shake his hand. But she suddenly tripped and fell on his desk, knocking the phone to the floor.
Oh no, clumsy me. I'm so sorry.
Anne gave Dawn a snide look as she placed Mr. Grecker's belongings back on his desk.
Anne, are you okay?
She's fine, thank you, Anne.
Well, my, Dawn. What is the rush all about?
Thank you again, Mike.
No problem, Miss Ashland. Oh, yeah. Good morning.
Ms. Ashland. Ms. Ashland. Ms. Ashland.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Yes, sir. I wanted to speak with you because I have an emergency today. Well, maybe a few days, actually.
What type of emergency?
I have to go to the hospital and pick up my children?
Dawn, I must say I am confused. I just saw you yesterday, and I believe you left early then, and again because of personal reasons.
I was sick yesterday, sir.
The same difference. You left early for whatever reason I truly don't know. But what I do know is that you were not 9 months pregnant. So how are you going to pick up your children?
Well, sir, I'm adopting a child, and
Oh, wow. Okay. I'm sorry, Dawn. I guess congratulations are in order. I never knew you wanted children. You seemed happy being alone.
wow. Well, that was insulting.
Oh, no, Dawn, I didn't mean it that way. I meant you have been here for years and you've always seemed like you enjoyed your freedom.
You know what? Maybe you're right. Nevertheless, things can change, right?
Yes, Dawn, they can. I'm happy for you. Do you know if it's a boy or a girl?
Dawn gulped down the water fast and steady as she stood there realizing she had no clue the baby's gender. She kept pouring and drinking water so fast that she spilled the cup of water on his desk.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, Mr. Becker. I'm just as clumsy as Anne.
Dawn, it's perfectly fine. Go. Go get little... Hey, what's the child's name?
Dawn froze. She couldn't think of anything to say. She had no clue what the child's name was.
It's a surprise, sir.
Well, okay then. At least take some pictures.
Yes, sir, I will.
Dawn quickly ran out of the office. She thought it was over and that she had made it through that ordeal until Anne catches her on her way out.
Oh, Dawn, could I speak with you for 1 second?
And I'm really sorry, but I'm in a hurry.
No problem. This will only take a second. I will walk you out.
What is it?
I just wanted to be the first to congratulate you on your new baby. Well, the second.
Excuse me?
Oh, well, let me explain. Somehow, when I picked up Mr. Grecker's phone off the floor after I had that fall, I must have hit the intercom button by mistake. I heard your whole conversation. I had all intentions on coming back in to tell you, but I knew how much you needed to speak with him, so I didn't want to bother you.
And you couldn't have just turned off the intercom from your side?
Oh, I could have. But what fun would that have been? So, Dawn, you are adopting children and you don't know the gender or their names?
Dawn stood there embarrassed and in shock. Things were becoming too real.
Anne! What the heck am I doing? I'm about to go pick up kids and I don't even know their names. I don't know anything about them. Anne gets on my nerves, but she is so right. This is crazy.
Dawn ran out of the building and to her car. She sat quietly for a minute as she worried about what was to come. Finally, Dawn began to shout out loud, yelling for help from the angel.
I know you're here because you said you're everywhere. You gave me the ability to go anywhere I wanted in the world, but you didn't show me how to get back to Nivia. How do I get back home? You said Nivia was my home, right? So how do I get back home?
Dawn closed her eyes and started to weep. She was so overwhelmed, she thought it would be easier to just throw in the towel.
Can you hear me? I don't know what to do. I can't tell others what's going on when truthfully I don't even know what's going on. What am I supposed to do with children?
Dawn continued weeping until she heard the words,
Prepare, impart, develop, and
groom. She opened her eyes and saw that she was sitting at the autumn tree. Dawn smiled so brightly. She felt a weight lifting off her shoulders. She jumped up and ran around the garden like a little girl playing outside until she heard a loud chirping sound coming her way. She knew right away it was Bakar. She looked up, expecting him to come down, flying over her head, and no sooner had she thought it.
If you think it, Dawn, it is so. What's wrong? Why are your eyes puffy? Were you crying?
Bakar, I don't want to go back. Why can't I stay here with you?
Dawn, you have a job to do. You'll be here soon enough.
Well, that's not good enough. I'm ready now.
This is just your season for change, and change isn't easy. I'm sorry, Dawn, but you were built for this, darling. Trust me, you will be better than you could ever have imagined.
I know. If I think it is so.
Mother Dawn,
Dawn immediately tensed up, as if she knew she had done something wrong.
why are you nervous? All is well. This is your home. There's no need for an invitation, but you can't stay. Not right now, anyway.
How did you know that's what I wanted?
Mother Dawn, I created you. It's my job to know you.
I just don't know if I can do this.
You already are.
But what do I know about raising children? How do I explain this to my friends and family? How can I work and pay bills if I have to be home with children?
Dawn, why are you trying to do anything?
Because if I don't, who will?
Who are you?
Dawn?
No, that's who you were. Who are you now?
Mother Dawn.
Dawn abruptly awoke, gasping for air. She looked around and saw that she was still sitting in her car. She felt a boost of energy like never before. Dawn felt like she could do anything now because she realized that she, in fact, could.
What was I thinking? What is wrong with me? I am Mother Dawn. All will be well because I say it will be.
Dawn drove away from her job en route to the hospital as quickly as she could. She was ready. She had a new understanding, and she was so excited for the first time since leaving Nivia. Dawn was so enthusiastic that she still never saw Bonnie following right behind her.